Come on, we got a video to do. You have. Hi, we are back in the shed, and it is really good.
Cold.
Really good to be in here, actually, because the last time we were in here, it was so damn hot. Now,
everything was hot to the touch.
Yeah, honestly, it was so hot in here, I couldn't bear to be in here. Now, we've been away in the Land of Smiles, Thailand, for 2.5 weeks.
That's not a joke either. It's actually known as the Land of Smiles.
Everyone just smiles all the time, don't they? Most
it's not
of
a
the
joke.
time.
It's actually called the Land of Smiles.
Apart from that woman that was giving us the bananas about the elephants, but that's another story. She was just downright miserable. 2.5 weeks in Thailand, and now understand here, the weather has been hot. Right?
Yes.
The weather here in the UK, apparently while we were away, was hot.
Yeah,
but let me tell you this, it was not as hot as we had it.
That reminds me, I'm there on Snapchat, and then my friends are posting pictures going, 17 degrees, I'm melting. I post a picture
17?
saying 38.
38.
Quiet.
Now, do you want a piece of good advice? Here's a top tip. Do not go to Thailand between the months of April and August. November, December, because we didn't see hardly any sunshine at all.
No.
Right? You guys here had a lot more sunshine than us, believe me. It was almost 100% cloud every day, but
50% rain.
But 37 to 38 degrees and almost 100% humidity. Of an evening when the sun goes down and you're sat having a beer, it's still 35 degrees.
Basically, you move your sweat.
Yes. Actually, if you don't move your sweat.
Yeah, that's true.
It's so hot. But anyway, we went out there for a couple of weeks to see family and to give ourselves a mission. And I hate to say, we failed. We failed miserably. Well, what was the mission?
It was to find some sort of retro game, console, anything retro in where
Thailand.
we went,
We thought we'd just get some great footage of games, arcade games, console games, anything that you lot would be interested in, and we epically failed. And this got me thinking, what has changed? Because there was a time when I went to Thailand, and we're talking mid-90s here, 93, 94, 95. All the markets were absolutely crammed with games. None of which were original. not one. All pirated games, right? Now, the Xbox didn't exist at this point in time, so it was mostly PS1, PS2, and gaming was rife. You could not go to a market in Thailand without seeing tons and tons of games.
Thanks!
You know, I bought a load of them for like 50p a disc. I mean, it was just crazy. I managed to get a copy of Gran Turismo, Japanese copy of Gran Turismo for 50p 4 months before it was released in this country. And
Dad?
Yes?
I managed to get FIFA 17 on my PS4 for 50p, and that's real.
Yeah, but that's FIFA. It's only worth 50p. But something has changed about Thailand. And the fact is, we went all over the place, right? We went to markets, we went to night markets, we went
to sea
shopping
markets.
malls, we went everywhere. And gaming almost has virtually
vanished,
disappeared from Thailand. Now, what are you doing? As I was saying, there used to be lots and lots and lots of consoles for sale in Thailand. Most of them chipped in some way or other. Most of them hacked or modified so that you could play these pirated copied games. It's all gone. It has all gone for some reason. What we did see was a couple of arcade machines in Tesco, which was really, really weird. Walking through a Tesco and we see, I think it was like a racing game, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were by the At the Moments. That's what
there was like a couple of racing games, and I thought,
if you don't know what an At the Moment is, it's an ATM, and I thought it used to stand for At the Moment. So that's what I call them now.
Yeah, and there was a couple of machines that we spotted at the corner of our eye. We got very excited, and then we realised, Josh said he saw like Chinese girls on this game.
No, actually, it's a Vine. He just got that wrong.
Oh, I thought you said you saw Chinese girls.
No, I was talking about arcade machines I saw in the Tesco's, and then I talked about a Vine, and then he started thinking, Arcades, same thing. Just put it together.
Josh had spotted an arcade machine featuring Chinese girls.
No, it's a Vine.
I know it is. You told me that now, but at the time I thought it was an arcade machine featuring squealing Chinese girls.
Your silly brain just merged them together and said, same thing. I'm not going to listen to Josh.
And I thought, what kind of arcade game features squealing Chinese girls?
Don't listen to me.
Moving on. Not far from my mum's house, there is a big shopping centre called Seacon Square. And it's enormous, isn't it?
Not far.
Well, it's only a couple of miles, but in Thailand, going from A to B...
Oh, God, yeah, Thais.
It's like London, isn't it?
Thai people, they say it's just down the road. 4 hours later.
Yeah. If you ask a Thai person where something is, and they say, oh, it's just down the road, what they actually mean is it's
halfway down the country.
3.5 hour drive down the motorway.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's this shopping centre, and it's massive, isn't it? It's about 6 stories high, and when Josh came out the escalator into the atrium area, he was just like...
I literally had a panic attack. I was like...
it's huge. Now, the top floor of Seacon Square used to be
an
arcade, right? There used to be arcade machines everywhere, and I'd put a couple of quid into Time Crisis, and it's gone. Mm-hmm. Let's make no bones about it. It's gone.
It's just restaurants now.
So that's gone. Loads of stuff has gone. Loads of video arcades are gone. The markets have changed, and we really, really struggled. We actually had a challenge, didn't we? We set ourselves a challenge.
1,000 baht challenge.
A kind of a Top Gear sort of, here's some money, go and buy something. So what we said we would do...
It is Top Gear. It is definitely Top Gear. Because we were given 1,000 baht each, and it turns out 1,000 baht gets you nowhere.
It's about £23.
Just like Top Gear.
Yeah.
Gets you nowhere.
So we got 1,000 baht challenge. He's got 1,000 baht. I've got 1,000 baht, which is about £23 at the time. And the challenge was we have to buy something retro with our 1,000 baht, and who bought the best retro-y thing wins. Well, we didn't find anything retro-y.
No.
At all. This got me thinking. I decided to look into what has changed in the Thai gaming market, and it appears a number of things have actually changed. Back a few years ago, Sony were massive in Thailand, right? The PlayStation was massive. There was consoles under televisions. Kids were playing these machines. There's always been these fake console type things that you can buy cheaply, but PS1 was doing very well. Thailand has a problem with fake goods. Yes. Right?
Big problem.
Fake goods in Thailand are rife. Trainers, handbags, clothing, watches, you name it, it's ripped off.
It's fake.
And what appears to have happened is Microsoft and Sony have decided almost to pull out of the Thai markets because piracy.
The copywriting,
piracy is so rife, right? You saw a game, didn't you, in MBK Centre?
I looked down and said, oh, let's have a look at that PS4 game. He's like, here you go. I was like, turned the back, I was like, oh, no.
It was a blatant fake. It looked to the uneducated like a sealed PS4
I literally
box.
checked back and went, oh, nope.
He looked at me, he showed me the game, and I looked at him and went... And
I did this.
And he wanted, how much for it?
1,000 baht.
So 20 quid, right? 20 quid.
I said to him, how much is a PS4 game? And he said, depends on what game it is.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit the same here, isn't it, really? They vary in price quite wildly. But it was blatantly a pirated copy game. And the thing is this, in Thailand, an original PS4 game can set you back 50, 60, 70 quid. So the pirated games look very good, and you kind of like put it back, and we walked away. And that was probably the only one of the only gaming stalls we found, and that was in the centre of Bangkok in a massive shopping arcade.
And that is where we completed our challenge.
We did, yes. The MBK Centre is a massive, massive, massive shopping.
It's even
mall.
bigger than Seacon.
Oh, it's huge. It's massive. And we found a couple of gaming stalls there. But what appears to have happened is, because of piracy, because of copying, the big players, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, they've literally pulled out the market. It's a small market, isn't it, Thailand?
Very small.
In 2015, I've got the notes here somewhere, looking at my notes. In 2015, I think the whole of Thailand generated something like $230 million in gaming.
That's hardly
which is not a lot. It's not a lot when you take into account the US, Japan, Europe, UK. It's a big market, but it's not in Thailand. So the big players have decided to pull out.
But what is big in Thailand?
What?
Mobile gaming.
Yes.
And PC gaming.
Yeah. Now, what appears to be taking over in Thailand is the smartphone. How many smartphone shops?
Oh my days! You had a whole floor.
Lost count.
Yeah, there's like 50 on one floor.
Probably more than that.
Yeah.
In one floor of the MBK Centre is dedicated to nothing but technology. And the majority of those shops were smartphones. And they're literally grabbing you as you walk past, aren't they?
Literally, it's like, I remember one
what
guy,
do you want, kid?
One guy grabbed me on the shoulder, Mum and Dad went off, and one guy grabbed me on the shoulder and said, what do you want? I looked at him and went, I want you to let go of me. And I walked off.
But yeah, there's smartphone stall after smartphone stall, and you can buy amazing smartphones you actually can't get in this country because of various copyright and legal reasons.
Yes.
There's lots of Chinese. There's Huawei.
I saw an advert
Huawei or whatever they're called.
Dad, look, it's an iPhone X. And Dad goes, it's not. It's a Chihuahua.
It's a Chihuahua Japanese fake.
Yeah.
But what appears to be taking Thailand by storm is smartphone gaming.
Mobile gaming, yeah.
We're on a sky train going from the village to Bangkok, and you can just see rows of people, can't you? Just sat there like this, going. You think it's bad in this country? Go to Thailand.
Go to Thailand, honestly.
Just, as far as the eye can see.
When we get off the train.
Yep, everyone is on a smartphone.
What, that woman nearly fell down the escalators because she was on her phone?
Oh yeah, there was a woman walking in front of me and I was doing this. And she didn't realise she was walking towards an escalator, and she suddenly went... and she realised she was on an escalator. Talk about a smartphone zombie. That was a classic smartphone zombie moment. But yeah, the Thais do all their gaming on smartphones.
Some on PC.
It's a big business, and it's really taking off. But smartphone gaming bores me to tears. I'm not interested in smartphone. Why do I want to sit and play on that when I could be playing...
Call of Duty?
Anything. Yeah, anything. The other thing is... The kids in Thailand have all got...
Keep your hands to yourself.
The kids in Thailand have all got what appears to be better things to do.
Yes.
They're all out and about. They're all on bikes. They're all...
Mopeds.
On mopeds, yes, they're on mopeds. The kids don't seem interested in gaming. They really don't.
Well, 2-year-old little girl sat there on a moped once.
So the kids aren't interested in gaming. And another thing. Here's another thing. In Thailand, gaming... is seen as babyish, childish. It's a kid's hobby. They see video games as for babies, right? So teenagers and adolescents and people of my age have better things to do in Thailand, like watch awful game shows like this. Yes, television in Thailand is crap.
Weird.
No, it's not weird, it's crap. It's awful.
Weird.
It's awful. Absolutely awful. So all the kids have got better things to do. Gaming is seen as childish pastime that nobody's interested in. The markets are stripped of gaming. So this left us in a real dilemma, didn't it? We did not know what to spend our money on. And there was nothing worth spending our money on.
We got to that stall again.
We got to MBK Centre.
And I wanted to buy an Xbox One controller because that was the most retroest thing I'd seen.
Yeah.
Actually, no. The most retroest thing I'd seen, believe it or not, was in Tesco's.
What was
and
it?
we walked in, and there was a glass case with 2 old flintlock pistols. And that's the most retroest thing I'd seen.
Hardly gaming retro, though, were they?
Oh yeah, we went to a
Flintlock
market
pistols.
as well. What's it called? Jakarta Market.
Jakarta
and I saw
Market.
a little store. So like, how much for this retro camera? 3,800 baht. I was like, how about 1,000? And he goes, no. But, okay.
So it's fair to say we failed.
Yeah, we failed. So we went back to that store.
In the end, we went to the MBK Centre and we saw this Famicom NES rip-off pirated mini Famicom
emulator
thing with 600 games in it, which I thought, actually, that is quite cool because it's the original Japanese Famicom design.
Is it?
And they wanted...
You sure about that?
I think so. And they wanted... 2,000 baht for it.
No,
so,
2,300. You knocked
yeah,
him out.
he wanted 2,300 baht. Cut a long story short, me and Josh decided to pool our resources. I knocked him down to 2,000 baht, and we've got quite a nice little retro box. And another thing. Here's another thing. PCs are big. PCs are big in Thailand still.
Comment down below if you have just thought... Didn't Josh say that 5 minutes ago?
Did you? No, PCs in Thailand are big. Now, here's a bit of retro something that we spotted. My niece, Mott, who was playing on her Windows 7... Yeah, Mott means ant. She was small when she was born. That's why she's called Mott.
That's why she's called Ant, yeah.
She's got a PC, Windows 7 PC, and she was playing something retro on it. What was she playing?
a PlayStation 1 emulator, and believe it or not, it looked like anime.
Yeah, she was running a PSX emulator on Windows 7, playing some weird Japanesey, blingy blongy golden
it was
happy.
anime.
Yeah, weird.
Anime's not weird. Anime's sick. I'm only saying that so my friend doesn't beat me up in case he says.
Oh, I don't like anime, but so PC gaming's big. And the other thing is, here's the other thing that I discovered: online gaming isn't brilliant in Thailand because their internet speeds.
Bad.
Pretty bad. I mean, if you think about some of these, it is out of Bangkok. I think in Bangkok you can get quite a fast internet connection.
It took 5 minutes.
Out rural where my mum is, she's about 7 or 8 miles outside of Bangkok, and they've got a standard copper phone line, so they've got an ADSL line.
It wasn't actually that bad.
Wasn't bad, but I don't think it's anywhere near good enough to play a first-person shooter.
No, but I could load YouTube, and that's good enough.
Yeah, you can watch YouTube. I've got a funny feeling if you tried playing Halo or Call of Duty, by the time you fired your bullet, your target's halfway across the map. The ping rates are not good. So
9 million ping.
Online gaming hasn't really taken off massively,
no.
Although there are some games to play. Yeah. I think gaming is big, but it's nowhere near what it used to be.
No.
The market shifted. Console games are out the window. It's smartphones now.
And PCs.
A little bit of PC, but it's mostly smartphones. And I'm sure there are arcades. I'm sure there are whole floors of shopping centres dedicated to gaming, but we didn't find it.
No.
So we're unable to bring you the video that we wanted to bring you.
No.
So here's a look at some dogs and lizards and food and a train and something just to... Have a look at this.
And some cows.
Yeah, and some cows.
What are you filming for?
I'm filming Mario.
Can't see, it's too sunny.
Right, so here we are at a Thai market.
Can't see.
Thai market? What's the Thai market?
Actually,
We're at a Thai market though.
Yeah,
Let's see if we can find anything
retro related
at all. What are you holding your hand?
Because the sun is right there, I can't see.
Let's go. Don't touch it. We're at the Shikada market in Hua Hin, and we are going to be looking for anything gaming related.
Oh, hello.
Thanks. So we've just been handed
1,000 baht each.
2,000 baht, right? So
that's yours. That's yours.
Thanks. So the idea is we have to find something
Retro.
I don't think you can find anything retro here. I think we're going to have to find something gaming related for 1,000 baht, which is roughly
about £20.
£23, something like that. So let's see what we can find at the Chimacada market with our money.
I've been in Thailand a week and I miss...
You can't say you missed pizza because you had pizza last night.
No, I'm getting it tonight. Okay, I miss my Xbox a lot.
Miss your Xbox? Mm-hmm. You miss your Xbox? Mm-hmm. Oh, and you met a dog and want to take a dog home.
Yes, I want to take a dog home.
Tell me about the dog.
It's great. It's a stray, but it's actually really nice.
Where are we, Josh?
Dolphin Bay.
We're in Dolphin Bay. How many video games have we found?
None.
Okay.
But you have found a PC.
We did find a PC.
Yeah.
Mum says we found a PC. We found loads actually at the side of the road, abandoned, but yet still no video games whatsoever.
No.
But that's okay because we're going to Bangkok in the next few days, and I reckon we'll find some stuff right there. What are you eating? Traditional Thai garlic bread. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Let's go now.
Hello, right now we are in Bangkok. We've just arrived and this is the last leg of our trip, and so far trying to find...
Sorry if I'm grinning and interrupting you. So
is that because Mum's gesturing?
Mum was just doing this behind the camera. So.
That's because the boat's here. Oh. Yeah, this is the last leg of our trip now. We are in Bangkok, and so far our hunt for video games has been a complete and utter failure.
And we've missed the boat.
We've missed the boat now.
Bugger.
See what we do for our videos.
Yeah, but we've missed it now.
We've missed it. Oh no. We've got 20 minutes to hang around and wait for another boat. So we're going to a place called the MBK Centre, which I do believe we are going to find something to spend our 1,000 baht challenge on. Yes. And if that fails, I give up. Yeah. We're done. So we'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Right, I think we might have found what we're looking for.
Yeah.
We're on the 4th floor of the MBK Centre in Bangkok, and I think we might be onto a winner here, Josh. Yeah. Josh found a shop. It's called Bangkok Game.
Goodbye.
Right, hope you enjoyed that video that had nothing to do with gaming. Yes, next video we will be having a look at this. We've also got an episode coming up to do with Terrorhawks, which Josh loves. You don't, do you? You think it's one of the weirdest things ever. I love Terrorhawks.
It's crap.
No, it's not.
It's crap.
No, how dare you? It's not. Actually...
Compared to Thunderbird.
Jerry Anderson thought it was crap.
Compared to Thunderbird, it's crap.
Yeah, Jerry Anderson himself thought Terrorhawks was crap.
And he made the damn thing.
Yeah, it hasn't aged well, but it's got a special place in my heart because I watched it when I was a kid.
That's it. We were just thinking, you can tell that Terrorhawks is Jerry Anderson because every time they try and take off in a ship,
it takes 20 minutes.
It takes 20 minutes. The launch procedure takes 20 minutes.
Yeah, you've got to get out of your pyjamas, into your suit, down the chute, into a chair, under the water, start up the whirlpool, get in your craft. The house falls apart.
No, the trees.
Yeah, trees fall over, the house splits up.
By that time, the world's blown up.
By which time Zelda has conquered planet Earth. Right, thank you very much for watching. It's great to be back in here with you guys. We've got loads of exciting stuff coming up. Please click the subscribe button. We could do with some subscribers. We're a bit static at the moment on that one. But thank you for bearing with us, and we'll see you all again soon. I'm Barry. He's silent. We are the Retro Shed.
Bye.